He cheated, man. He cheated. He had rockets up his ass. He cheated.
Do you still feel
He
that?
cheated. Cheated.
Like, let me go down on my shoe.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Was you shocked when the referee decided to jump in? Like,
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, I heard the click.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Let me just get through the round. Let me slip a slide and then we're going to 12 rounds. At least we're close. Maybe we're equal on the scorecards, and then we can fight for it till the end.
He was smart enough and crafty enough for that not to happen, but it was very risky at times. Should it have been stopped? In my opinion, no. I think the 10-second clatter went at 2 minutes 50 seconds in. It was announced at 2 minutes 51 seconds the fight was stopped. The referee, don't think he gave Rico enough chance to at least get to the corner, get to the end.
Tyson Fury just dropped a bombshell blasting Alexander Usyk after that absolutely wild stoppage against Rico Verhoeven. He didn't just call it a robbery. He accused the referee of saving Usyk from a brutal beating. Fury is convinced the Gypsy King was robbed, and that this entire controversy proves Usyk is somehow protected.
So he could never come back to where he was.
Yeah.
Because of his psychological things. He'll never get back to where he was because I smashed him to pieces twice. Literally took years off his life. And the fact that he's 40-year-old, the sand's run out of the bottle for him, nothing to do with these defeats to me, and admitting he'd been beat. He can never get back to where he was. One reason, he's past his prime. It's gone. Sell by date. It's like if you get the best steak ever, don't if you give $1,000 for a steak, you leave it in the fridge for a week and he goes off. You ain't going to eat it. You're never going to get it back again. You can't rejuvenate it. Unless there's a youth serum.
It's something that Usyk does, a little bit of tricks of the trade.
Well, yeah. Listen, winners win. They win ugly. Winners win anyhow. Win ugly. Usyk is a master of that. Whatever it takes to win. He's done it all through his career. I'm not here to go back on make it to do. I could go into details from before. In the past, not just with the fights he's had with my fighter, fights he's had with other people. Yes, he does always look to the referee. There was one point, I think it might have been round 5, where the Rico hit a perfectly good shot to the body, and he pointed to the referee to say that was low. No, that was not low. And it's just the things he does. But nevertheless, like I said, winners, which he is a serial winner, they find their way to win, and he found their.
But Fury didn't stop there. He went all in, calling Usyk a flat-out cheater and warning that the Ukrainian champion is risking his long-term health by pushing his body beyond its prime. He even compared Usyk to legendary fighters who stayed too long, insisting the downfall was inevitable. Talk about a brutal reality check.
In his health as well as everything else. So it's a sad state to get in, but I hate to say it, but I told you so. I said this would happen to him, just like it happens to all the great fighters of the past. We all go on too long, we all spend all our money, and we all regret it in the end. But changing back to the other question you asked me, how am I dealing with my defeats to Usyk? Do you know, I leave it in 24. I think with me being a total psychologist, without someone telling me to leave it in 24, I sort of worked that out for myself, that I'm very blessed and very, very, very fortunate to be in this position, that I have my full family with me, and my dad and my brothers and my wife and my kids, and I can do anything I want. I chose boxing. I choose boxing because I love boxing. I ain't boxing because I spent my money, because I don't really spend any money. I don't really spend a lot.
And get this, even Eddie Hearn praised Rico Verhoeven's performance, claiming Usyk struggled and was ahead on his card. He still called the stoppage poor. Compounding this, Daniel Dubois raised serious doubts about Usyk's reaction during the stoppage itself. Was it a low blow? Dubois says absolutely not, suggesting Usyk exaggerated the situation. This isn't just about the ref anymore, it's about Usyk's actions.
I thought it was incredible. I thought Rico was unbelievable. I mean, it was the rhythm. Usyk just couldn't get to terms with it, and I had Rico up in the fight going into that 11th round. And I felt like Usyk, buzzed him a little bit in the 10th and actually could have had I was saying to AJ and everybody else, he's got to stick it on him there. I think he can actually stop him. And he did stop him. I thought it was a poor stoppage. I know that you can never think about how long left in the round, but what was there, a couple of seconds left in the round?
Yeah.
And I think when you're up in the fight or you're that competitive, you can't stop a fight when he's not taking really any serious punishment, even though...
So how did Alexander Usyk respond to this firestorm? With pure, dismissive calm. He stated he's not focused on external opinions, emphasizing his job is simply boxing and winning. But his neutral response has only fueled more discussion, with many interpreting his silence as an attempt to distance himself from the growing backlash. Is it composure or something else entirely?
I do not think about this. A lot of people say, hey, it's early, it's night. Listen, it's not my job.
But wait, it gets worse for Usyk. Multiple boxing legends are now urging him to consider retirement. Duke McKenzie and Dave Coldwell both warned that Father Time eventually catches every fighter, and Usyk is entering a dangerous stage where his legacy could be damaged. They're saying he should walk away now, before age and wear and tear take an even more visible toll.
That's why right away when the referee came in, I wasn't dazzled or whatever. I was looking at the referee and like, why is it stopping? Like, we're almost there. So it didn't make any sense to me. And then now looking back at it, even the bell went.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And that's something he should be aware of. So yeah, of course mistakes can be made, but then looking back at it, the referee.
Even Usyk's own promoter, Alex Krasiuk, admitted he always saw Rico Verhoeven as a serious danger, highlighting his mental strength. Krasiuk knew this matchup carried real risk, and the outcome only confirmed those fears. Rico himself voiced strong frustration, insisting the referee made a serious mistake and that the result should be officially reviewed. He was ahead, he claims, and wanted justice.
Catches up with everybody sooner or later, and it would be catastrophic to see the great Alexander Usyk get beat by one of these young, up-and-coming, young, hungry lions that are out there. Because he's like a piece of meat, and everybody wants that piece of meat right now, and they want that bite. And Moses Atama, he's another one. Cabello, he's another one.
Now listen to this part. Derek Chisora reacted with pure anger, calling the stoppage an early decision and claiming Rico was robbed. Carl Froch and Peter Fury strongly questioned the timing, pointing out the 10-second warning came right at the end of the round, and the bell had arguably gone. Ariel Helwani delivered one of the strongest criticisms, calling the stoppage an absolute disgrace and accusing the officiating of damaging boxing's integrity. The consensus. This was a monumental F*** up.
I saw his potential, his energy, how strong mentally he is. He has the balls made of stone. And that's what I felt, that it's not about skills, it's about the character. So this guy is capable of doing an upset. He's capable of realizing a miracle. And that's why I felt I was looking that it's going to be something extremely risky for Usyk, which...
And then there's Michael Bisping, who controversially accused Alexander Usyk of straight-up cheating in relation to the fight's disputed moments. His blunt statement intensified the already heated debate, adding a serious accusation that sparked even more division among fans and analysts. This isn't just about a bad ref, it's about the integrity of the champion himself, now under fire.
Yeah, of course mistakes can be made, but then looking back at it, the referee should admit his mistake, look back at it and say like, hey, so it's either a no contest or we go to the scorecards. And I think if we go to the scorecards,
Even Jason Statham, while praising Usyk, reminded everyone that in competitive sports, no fighter is ever truly safe from an upset. He highlighted the unpredictable nature of boxing, where one moment can change everything and underdogs always have a chance. This subtly reinforces the idea that Rico's performance shouldn't be dismissed, and Usyk was indeed in real danger.
The early stoppage, they robbed that fucking guy. What's next for Rico, do you think? Okay, huh? What do you think's next for Rico?
Dylan White. I think Rico should fight Dylan White.
Huh? Yeah, what about the rematch?
They got a rematch.
So there you have it. The fallout from Usyk's controversial win has completely divided the boxing world. From accusations of robbery to urgent calls for retirement, his legacy is shifting fast. This isn't just about one disputed victory, it's about the integrity of the sport itself. So here's my question for you. Do you think Usyk was truly saved, or did Rico Verhoeven expose a champion in decline? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this breakdown helped, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more explosive analysis. I'll see you in the next one.
He got up on the 8 count, and then the 10-second clapper went, so it was right towards the end of the round, and it was almost like the referee could have let the fight go on, just so we could have seen the final round, because on a lot of scorecards around the ringside, people had Rico ahead by about 2 or 3 rounds, and difficult to argue with. I don't know what Usyk was doing. Has Usyk got old overnight?
You know, what can I say? It's done. But when you're fighting for the world title and your man's put such a good performance up and he's in the fight, okay, he gets put down, but he gets back up. And he was missing, and he's fired his shot. He tried to fire back as well. So the bell's gone, and then he decides to stop it. He's on his feet. So he should have been let walk back.
Fight is stopped with 1 second left in the 11th round. But in reality, if you actually watch it, and I've watched every single video, every single angle, it was seconds after the 11th round was over. It was an absolute awful stoppage. Rico Verhoeven deserved better. He was absolutely robbed. That was a disgrace of a stoppage, and the scorecards were a disgrace as well. And now, once again, someone comes over to boxing, and as they said on the broadcast, you can't let someone walk in there.
You picked Rico Verhoeven to win this fight, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And then I saw his promoter, Jason, when we were coming in the red carpet, and I go to him, I think he might win this, because Derek, I think so too. Because remember, he asked for this fight. Alexander didn't ask for this fight, so I pick him to win it. We're definitely going to get upset here today. Listen, history was made. Look behind us, we've got the pyramids. You know, we're in Africa, and most people...
Yeah, Usyk is a tremendous champion. I love it. I love everything about him, what he stands for. But, you know, the thing about, you know, the fight game and you know, and competitive sport in general, an upset is always around the corner. You can never discount anybody. And, you know, that's the thing about, you know, boxing in particular. This is your last chance. Buy the pay-per-view on DAZN.
It's for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Let the man go down. There's a 3 knockdown rule in boxing. There was only 1 knockdown there. I'm just a little disappointed for Rico going out there fighting like that, showing the heart that he did, and almost pulling off the upset because he was clearly ahead on the scorecards. And then to get dropped in round 11, get back to his feet, take a few more shots but not go down and the referee stop it. Nah, man. Nah. After going through 11 rounds of war, you're going to stop it because...
To be completely honest, I just saw the end because of all the comments I was reading, and they stopped the fight after the bell. So the bell went, and then they stopped the fight. So yeah, I think we might just go and appeal it, because this doesn't make any sense, right? No. Like if the bell goes and then stop the fight, why? You know, it's like, then it's my time to rest.
And it was that awkward attacking style that Usyk always seems to have problems with. Remember when he boxed Derek Chisora? Handful it was. Derek was just unpredictable. He was just staring in his face. It was cumbersome. He was lugging forward. And that's what Rico did as well. And he made it hard for Usyk to set a pattern of attack. And at times I thought, Usyk's going to get knocked out. Because Rico was throwing a big sweeping right hand, just whizzing past him. And I thought, just takes one of those.
It doesn't happen that way, and they start losing fights. They start, you know, we talk about tarnishing legacy, and you know, they stay around too long. I think Usyk's in that bracket now, staying around too long. I want him to retire.